Good afternoon and welcome into session 4, the second of the final session here. Joining me in commentary this week, Steve Kent, 2012 Olympian. Great to have your comments in it and I guess that experience to bring to the commentary team. Steve, you were here this morning commentating the heat session. Another few age group records and New Zealand multi-class records falling. We started with that 100 metres freestyle, and in the women's it was Zoe Pedersen, really quick, 53.6.
Yeah, that was great swim. Come back from the World Juniors, obviously pretty motivated, probably just having a bit of fun as well. So I think the best thing about this meet that we can see, we're not having to look out for qualifying times. It's just about the racing. So it's going to be an exciting final for sure with Zoe, first qualifier into the final as well.
Yeah, a bit of a bookend. She started with a New Zealand age group record, finished with 1:2:50 butterfly, as did Grayson Coulter in the 13-year-old boys category, continuing. He seems to be breaking a new New Zealand age group record every time he swims.
Well, the crazy part, these are his own records, so he's already broken them probably through the mid-season, maybe at regional championships, but to turn up in the mornings and then do New Zealand records is a really great start for him. Not swimming tonight in those B or C finals either, so maybe saving for some more records through the week.
That's right, into the multi-class. It was the 400 metres freestyle. Daniel Smith, he won some titles last night. He's bringing that form back today and hopefully even faster tonight.
Yeah, I think he was cruising a bit this morning. That's what it looked like to me. I was quite surprised by his time, so excited to see what he can do in that multi-class final.
400 metres individual medley. They won't be swimming tonight, but they had a great swim this morning. That was Chloe Gladwin getting the New Zealand record S19, and Ian Chen continuing his great form from Virtus Games, a New Zealand record for him. Just touching on the World Para Swimming Championships, Steve, we've had huge success on day one there with Gabby Smith getting a silver in the 100 metre breaststroke. Fantastic, the SB9 category.
Yeah, that was great to wake up to this morning. First thing I did was had a quick check of the Swimming New Zealand Instagram page. There it was, silver medal for New Zealand. So we should all be really proud. Obviously started at these sort of meets, so to see her, come through that development, and I asked some questions this morning, some PB as well, which she hadn't done in maybe 2 years, so that's really exciting to see at that international level. PB and a medal is really great.
Always good to have that confidence on day one, and she'll inspire the team as well. She'll be back for the final of the SM10 category in the 200 metres individual medley tonight, and Cam Leslie for his first final, the 100 metre freestyle S4. So great to see. He's back, I think, for his 6th or 7th World Para. So certainly very experienced, and hope he brings a good performance tonight. Turning now to the final session this evening, the 100 metres freestyle, we touched on it. Zoe Pedersen, we had Chelsea Edwards, who broke the New Zealand record last night. She's sitting in lane 3. Rebecca Meder in 5 and Zoe Pedersen in 4. This is going to be a great swim, a great race.
Yeah, a few tactics, I think, playing this morning after last night's great swim. So obviously rebuilding. I'm sure Chelsea will want to be that first New Zealander, maybe under that 53-second mark. But I think the key part is to race the race, win the national title first.
The men's 100 metres freestyle, it's going to be a great race also with 5 of the swimmers under 49 seconds. I think there might be even 6. Cam Gray sits in lane 4, just a fraction of a second in front of all of them. The pressure's on tonight. Yeah,
and once some few young guys coming up through, so I wouldn't say Cameron's the old boy, but it almost feels a little bit that way. So great to see him, lead this group of mixed freestylers in New Zealand. And once again, got to win the national title first. That's the key part before you worry about the time.
Absolutely. Bit of tactics in there, I'm sure. 400 metres freestyle, Daniel Smith in action. Hopefully another New Zealand record for him and the women's. Followed by the 400 IM. Interesting, obviously, I've just come in and seen that result of Erica Fairweather sitting in lane 4, Gina McCarthy in 5. It's going to be interesting with distance freestyler versus a real experienced 400 metres individual medley swimmer.
Well, you go back and look at some of the New Zealand records. Who's got the 13-year-old 400 IM female record? Erica Fairweather. So maybe just a little bit of a sneaky comeback in the old IM. Once again, enjoying her time, probably in this little bit of an off-season to just enjoy and race. So cool little challenge for her, and a challenge for Georgina McCarthy, who's kind of owned that event a little bit recently. So that'll be a great race to watch. I think these distance events this week are shaping up.
Lewis Clareburt into his favourite event, the 400 metres individual medley, and nice to have him flanked by 2 Aussies to push him along as well, both around the 4:16 mark. So that is Kreutzberger and Higgs on either side. So it'll be great to see how fast Lewis Klebert can go. Then we're into the splash and dash, the 50 fly. Zoe Pedersen in there in lane 4. She was a junior world champion over the long course distance, and she's got some competition from Hazel Auerhand on her outside and more across the field. So it'll be interesting to see there. And your thoughts on the men's 50 fly, Steve? We've got Jack Hendy and Chris Elson, the Kiwis, versus our very, very quick Aussie, that's Alex Kolsch.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the officials on those 15-metre lines. Those boys are going to have to push that barrier. Alex, we saw his prowess in the underwater in the 100 backstroke. Can they take him on? They're going to have to be very sharp on that turn. So let's see what happens, but keep an eye on those officials and watching that line. Should be fun.
Good call. We finish off with the 4x100 metre medley relays for both men and women, but we'll be back after this break to introduce our technical officials and get us underway.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all. You must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Welcome back to the 2025 New Zealand Short Course Swimming Championships, the second of our final session. Now ask everyone here at the National Aquatic Centre to put their hands together and welcome onto pool deck our technical officials. Introducing our starters for this evening's finals for the men's events, Ross Gillespie. For the women's events, Kaz Tapper. Referees for the men's events, Karen Wilkinson. And for the women's events, Erin Jenkins. Your technical director for these championships is Diane Farmer. Thank you, officials. Please be seated. We'll be back after this short break to kick off with the women's 100-metre freestyle C final. Welcome back into live coverage on the Swimming New Zealand YouTube channel. We now hand across to our technical officials to get us underway for the 100-metre freestyle for women C final. Lane 0, Macy Haynes, Club 37, Lane 1, Alex McIntosh United, 2, Charlotte Byrne, Neptune, 3, Zoe Crawford Coast, 4, Emma Stewart, UWA, 5, Alinta Dingwall, South Australia, 6, Tandia Fisher, Paranui, 7, Lola Nichols, Hitatonga Sun Devils, 8, Mila Kwiatinski, Stratford, and 9, Brooke Spears, Greendale.
Little battle in the middle of the pool here. Emma Stewart, the visitor, versus Zoe Crawford from the Coast Swim Club. Zoe Crawford, a member of the New Zealand life-saving team, the Blackfins. She attended the World Games earlier this year in China, winning a gold medal over there. So a representative for New Zealand in another sport, but good to see her racing at our national champs.
Crawford racing off against the Australian Emma Stewart, and Stewart's going to just power home in that final 25 to take the C final, 56.54, quite comfortably in the end by half a second. And nice to see those times coming down. She's taken half a second off her entry time from the heats. That's the aim of the game, to bring something special to the finals.
You've got to utilise these C finals, gain that experience, nighttime races. Got to push to go faster. Up next, the B final.
Lane 0, Holly McDonald, Hamilton Aquatics. 1, Jessie Welch, Club 37. 2, Chloe Peters, Hamilton Aquatics. 3, Millie Bell, North Canterbury. 4, Madeline Trumbull from South Australia. Delinda Thompson from Nepean in 5. Kitty Yamagami, Club 37. 6, Octavia Mahoney, United 7. Luisa Palmer, Wanaka 8. And Mila Tongalia, United 9.
Well, Jessie Wells taking the lead through this first 50 from the Club 37 club. Trains in Australia versus her Australian counterpart over there, Madeline Trumbull.
Trumbull starting to bring them home in lane 5. Jessie Welch trying to hang on for second to the wall here. Finishing strongly, lane 5 is the Aussie compatriot Delinda Thompson. They head to the wall. It's 56.34. And the Australian takes that out.
Madeline put together that race nice and strong there. Nice and calm through that first 50, built through, maintained her stroke and rhythm in the second 50 for a little bit faster than her time from the heats this morning.
We'll now introduce you to the A finalists of the women's 100 metres freestyle. In lane 0 from Coast Swimming Club, Amber George. Lane 1 from Phoenix Aquatics, Hazel Hourhand. Lane 2 from Coast, Eve Thomas. Lane 3 from North Shore, Chelsea Edwards. Lane 4 from Coast Swimming Club, Zoe Pedersen. 5 from North Shore, Rebecca Meda. 6 from Club 37, Ray Kwam. 7 from Coast Swimming Club, Madison Kidd. Lane 8 from Swimming New South Wales, Asha Ring. And 9 from Swim Zone Racing, Madeline Wilson. Well, look out for lanes 3 and 4. 3, the current New Zealand record holder, Chelsea Edwards, versus New Zealand age group record holder for 18-year-old girls, Zoe Pedersen, in 4. Chelsea Edwards going through quickly through the first 25, holds a lead of 1/100th of a second over Meta.
Yeah, we saw Chelsea do this last night in that relay swim, and Zoe came back at her in the second. So let's see what happens here through this 50-metre turn.
Nice turn for Chelsea Edwards. Really comes out on top down the third 25, the all-important third 25. She looks across to her North Shore teammate. One final turn, comes out with 25 metres to go. Chelsea Edwards and Rebecca Meta, the teammates coming through the final 10 metres. Who's got the guts to bring this one home? Into the wall they go. 53.20, Chelsea Edwards gets there.
She takes the win, the national title, 53.20. Strong performance all the way through, led from start to finish. Maybe not quite as loose as last night in a relay when you're doing it for your teammates, but still another solid performance from her.
Really put the head down, Steve. You can see no breathing from 7 metres out there, probably gasping for breath.
We'll look at those official results. Chelsea Edwards, 53.20. Taking the New Zealand silver will be Zoe Pedersen, 54.22. And Raekwon getting the bronze in 55.02.
Here with Chelsea Edwards, doesn't get much closer than that. You've got a big smile on your face. Well done.
Thank you. That was a great race with Becky and Zoe and all the other girls. Very close. It's always good to have a really close race in 100 free like that. And yeah, we just dug in and all got good times, which is so good.
Showed some real discipline in that final 7 metres, holding that breath, putting the head down. I could hear you just at the finish. You said you could see Rebecca on that side. You know what you had to do in that final 10 metres then.
Yeah, I mean, we do a bit of breath work and stuff at training, and I just knew that I could hold it for 7 metres. I was like, come on, one more breath, but then you have to be like, no, and just dig in. So I was happy I did that.
Big round of applause for Chelsea Edwards, ladies and gentlemen, national champion, 100 freestyle.
We now welcome event 12, the 100-metre freestyle for men. Please welcome to the pool deck, the C final.
Lane 0, Joel Barron at Whananui. 1, Sam Skidmore, Trojans. 2, Jacob Humphreys, North Shore. 3, Neo Ulich, St Paul's. 4, Henry Williams, North Shore. 5, Lucas Wilson, UWA. 6, Bruce Shen, Phoenix Aquatic. 7, Christopher Montana, New South Wales. 8, William Delamere Coast. 9, Charlie Dickinson.
Henry Williams taking this one out strong, 23.88. Looking to lead the C final. He went a 50.98 this morning. He'll be wanting a little bit faster here tonight.
Henry Williams coming through for this win of the C final. Well, no, it's Christopher Montana from lane 7. Sneaks in by 1/100th of a second. Where'd he come from? A very, very good second 50, Steve. Look at that, 25.95.
Yeah, 50.58. Those guys will be happy with those improvements. That's what happens when you nail those skills, Scott. Even from those outside lanes, you get another opportunity. There you go. Nice finish as well on the wall.
Next up, the B final of the men's 100 freestyle. Lane 0, Liam Curling Coast. 1, Nemanja Markovic North Shore. 2, Louis Clark North Shore. 3, Brendan Visser Coast. 4, Sam Brown Coast. 5, Ethan McDonald Hamilton Aquatic. 6, McAllister Clark United. 7, Luke Manderson Whananui. 8, Fred Hassel from South Australia. 9, Noah Ireland Spicer Capital.
McAllister Clark takes through the first 50. Sam Brown close in behind. And out here in lane 0, Liam Curling, the 16-year-old.
McAllister Clark leading it. This could be his swan song, I heard from his mother. So this could be his final meet. So hopefully going out with a bang here, McAllister Clark. The B final of the men's 100 freestyle. I think he's going to get there too. He's been rewarded by that early hard work. No, he doesn't. He gets stolen away by Sam Brown. But a sub-50 for those guys, and that's probably been the goal for McAllister Clark, to go sub-50, and he's done it quite comfortably.
Also great to see down here in lane 0, the 16-year-old Liam Curling also getting under that sub-50-second mark. So that's a great little swim there from the coast athlete. But Sam Brown really came home strong in that last 25 and got the touch. But congrats to McAllister, also breaking the 50 for the first time, I believe.
So much work has to go into that final 25. It's only 4 legs, but boy, there's a huge amount of training that has to go in to bring it home the way those swimmers have. There's the result of the B final. We now introduce you to the A finalist of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Lane 0 from Club 37, Cale Twist. Lane 1 from Swimming New South Wales, Thomas Robinson. Lane 2 from Club 37, Jack Hendy. Three from Coast Swimming Club, Jasper Cornish. Lane 4 from United, Cameron Gray. Lane 5 from Pukekohe, Blake Elliott. Six from Coast, Igor Razanov. Seven from Roskell, Kevin Zhang. Lane 8 from Club 37, Harrison Clowens. And lane 9 from Hamilton Aquatics, Orlando Hardy. The 100 freestyle A final for the men. This one could go to anyone. They go down the first 25, 3 very, very good turns they're going to have to do here to win this one. Cameron Gray touches no. Jasper Cornish out first, 0.3 of a second. Very good advantage down the second 25.
Jasper Cornish taking that confidence from the 100 backstroke last night, backed himself. He's taking on the New Zealand champion, Cameron Gray.
Cameron Gray's got some work to do. Cornish away by about a quarter of a body length at the moment. Coming through to the final turn. Using some of that great underwater work he does in the backstroke, but now Cameron Gray emerges at the front. Cameron Gray will win this 100 freestyle with some real class in that final 25. The only man under 48, Hendy will get the silver, Cornish rewarded with a bronze.
That was some great confidence shown by the 19-year-old Jasper Cornish to take on Cameron Gray. Backed himself. A little bit of sting in that last 25, but that's where Cam, he really lifted into that final turn. A great performance from Cam, coming back after a little bit of disappointment earlier in the year, not making the world champs. He's coming back strong. Jack Hendy takes the silver, 48.27. And Jasper holds on for the bronze, 48.58.
Cam, congratulations, national title feud. Big event tonight. So many of the guys so close in those heats this morning, but you've made it. Your reaction?
Yeah, I guess we kind of saw it panning out in the relay last night when I just didn't have enough fingers to count the number of 48s that were there, so always knew it was going to be a pretty close race tonight and pretty stoked.
Jasper Cornish went out like a rocket, eh? Could you see him in the corner of your eye? You just sort of playing patient, keeping your cool?
I didn't just see him in the corner of my eye, I saw him right in the friggin' centre of my eye. It was scary to 75, man.
You really brought it home in that final 25, popped up in front with the final 25 and never really looked back. You had some great endurance at that back end.
Yeah, something we've been working on a bit in training, and it's in a sort of time in the season where I can come home really strong. I might not have the front end yet, but that'll come as I freshen up for the World Cups.
Final question, a move to United now under Andy McMillan. All going well there?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah, loving it. It's going good.
Well done. National champion, 100 freestyle, Cameron Gray, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be right back after a short break for the next event, the multi-class 400 freestyle.
From the shorter events to one of the longer ones, the 400-metre freestyle for women multi-class, and they're making their way onto pool deck now. Lane 0, Mackenzie Drage, Aquatic. Lane 2, Brooke Anderson, Vikings. Lane 3, Emily Mullaney, Dannyburg. Lane 4, Lily Fox Mason, Wharanui. 5, Melissa Donoghue, Hamilton Aquatics. 6, Amber Proudfoot, Aquatic. 7, Millie Long, Selwyn Swim Club.
great to see 7 swimmers here in this 400-metre freestyle for the women multi-class. Ages ranging from 15 through to 38. Melissa Donoghue, the veteran in the field, we'll call her. And she does a great job of teaching all the young kids how to swim down in Waterworld in Hamilton. Saw her in action actually when I was down there last time. So a sport, enjoying the sport of swimming and also teaching how to swim. And away at the front end of the field we have Lily Fox-Mason of Wharanui, and in lane 3 Emily Mullaney, who won perhaps her first national championship event last night.
Lily Fox this morning breaking the 5-minute barrier, so I'm sure she'll be looking for a good improvement here tonight. Might try and find her personal best here, Scott, and have a look at what that might be. But through the 100-metre in 109, so a good start for her. Emily threw in 1:15.2 this morning. She swam a 5:50.58, so we'll keep an eye on their times from this morning. We'll try and find maybe Lily Fox's PB as well.
I like the relaxed recovery of Lily Fox-Mason. Just keeping that arm almost not quite straight, but nearly. But got in her head in a really good position, good body position, which will ultimately make her more efficient over this 400 freestyle. Getting the instruction from coaches on poolside. So Lily Fox-Mason splitting at 37.08. So double that, you got a 1:14. As Steve said, trying to get under that 5 minutes again. Second at the moment is Millie Long in lane 7. All swimming in, so Millie Long swimming in the S10 category, of which there are 2 swimmers in this event. Lily Fox and Millie Long racing in the same impairment class. And Lily Fox has completed 300 metres. She heads into her final 100 metres here in the 400 freestyle for the women's multi-class. And still those splits remain very consistent in the 37s. Mackenzie Drage doing well in lane 1. She's coming up to the 275 metre mark. And in she comes to finish, Lily Fox-Mason, 4:51, down from a 4:59 this morning. a fantastic improvement over the heat swim. And having to really pace that on her own with no swimmers either side of her coming into the finish there. Melissa Donoghue coming through. She's just completed the 300 metres. 100 metres to go there for Melissa Donoghue in lane 5. Millie Long in lane 7 is sitting in second place at the moment. She's got 25 metres to swim.
Scott, we're talking about the technical aspects of, you know, each different freestyles and the challenges of when it's able-bodied, but with the multi-classifications, there's so much you have to work on, as well as, you know, what is the most efficient way, depending on their abilities and all that sort of stuff. That is, I can't believe it, how hard that must be to work through, but the dedication of their coaches to work with them on their skills. These guys have put in a lot of work to be able to maintain the stroke, especially when you come down to a 400 freestyle.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. And congratulations to our latest two finishers, Millie Long, Amber Proudfoot, and now Brooke Anderson in lane 2. Mackenzie Drage comes through. She'll touch 5th.
13 seconds faster than this morning as well. So good to see these improvements. 2 400s in the day. Good to see that good change up from heats to finals, and that's great practice and great experience for them to be able to do not just only one race a day. Great to have the heats and finals here.
Melissa Donoghue coming through to finish. Put your hands together and congratulate our multi-class women in that 400 metres freestyle. Great job.
Yeah, that was a great race. Just checked into Lily Fox's personal best there. The previous time I could find 4:54, so it looks to be a 3-second personal best for her. So we'll wait for those classification results, but a great swim, great PB by our winner of the race, Lily Fox Mason. And she does win the gold medal. So Scott will grab a quick chat with Lily Fox.
Congratulations, Lily. Must be a thrill for you to be racing so fast here, coming, 8 seconds faster than this morning, and it was at a PB tonight.
Yeah, it was a PB tonight. Super stoked to be swimming pretty fast. This morning, just wanted to try be on pace for that first 200 and then kind of put the brakes on a little bit. But it felt really good this morning, so I was looking forward to tonight, and yeah, it was cool to see what I could do.
What's the build-up been like for this championships in terms of what you've done to get a result like that?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that's changed over the past 12 months or so since Paris has just been kind of taking the pressure off of it. I know what my goals are long distance, but yeah, it's been cool to have some pretty chill stuff in the short term.
Well, that's good. What have we got coming up for you?
A bit of everything. Yeah, we've got a big schedule this week.
Well, congratulations on your national championship win. Well done.
We now move to our next event in the program, event 107, the male 400-metre freestyle for multi-class. Welcome to the pool deck in lane 1 from Dannyburg Swimming Club, Johnsy Howland. In lane 2 from Swim Rotorua, Bailey Conlon. In lane 3 from Club 37, David Beck. In 4 from Pukekohe Swimming Club, Daniel Smith. From Papamoa in lane 5, Thomas McGill. In lane 6, Club 37's Tate Pichon. In lane 7 from Porirua City Aquatics, Nathaniel Wood. And in lane 8 from Western Australia, Alexei Olipov. Daniel Smith this morning for 29.12 to break the New Zealand record in the S19 classification, and he's already taken a commanding lead in this race.
Fantastic to see the pathways now for these para-athletes and these multi-class athletes with international competitions to aim for, to look forward to strive for. Wasn't the case a few years ago, you know, and the fields, Steve, are growing every time I commentate, and to have nearly a 10-lane pool field, they've got eight in here, swimming a 400 would have been unheard of 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right, and heats this morning for the 50 butterfly to even make the A final for the multi-class. Great to see them having to push each other, and helps them lift their standards, helps lift the coaches' standards as well of what they've got to work on. And we've seen here Daniel Smith doing a 101 in the first 100, David Beck in the second position in 103, and then Thomas McGill in that third position.
Beautiful relaxed stroke of Daniel Smith, catching a lot of water up the front, giving himself the option to increase that rating as he gets nearer to the end.
Got to remember this guy's only 17 as well, Scotty, so some young boys out here in this field doing it for their club. And we got here young 14-year-old Jonty Howland from Dannyburg Swim Club. Obviously, I think he maybe trains in the Palmerston North facilities, maybe the Lido Aquatic Centre, a great facility, Scott, as you may remember. But great to see these guys here working hard. Lots of personal bests to fight for through the week.
Yeah, Jonty's sort of opting for the slight roll in that freestyle, isn't he? Sort of uses his head to kind of get that undulation going. A little bit of an undulation in the freestyle. And Daniel Smith coming into the 250-metre mark now. Holding 34.14. He'll be wanting to try and get under that New Zealand record for S19 he did this morning.
Great to have a visitor here from Australia as well, Scott. That doesn't happen often either for us here in New Zealand to have multi-class athletes coming this way. Obviously, a very strong multi-class the Australians have. I'm sure they'll be looking for some medals over at the Para World Champs as well as we are. So exciting to hopefully see tonight. Cameron Leslie can go, our leader of our para sport at the moment.
always amazed at how fast Cameron Leslie can swim. That 100 freestyle, one of his favourite events too. He's been putting in a lot of work. Coming through with 50 metres to swim. This is Daniel Smith.
Through in a 3:49.61. So it's looking to be a pretty classy swim here from the Pukekohe athlete. He's found another level on this last 25 as well, Daniel Smith. Looks to be almost around that 4:20 mark.
What a swim, 4:21.08. He's brought it down 8 further seconds on his own New Zealand record.
That looked like a really controlled swim as well, Scott. That was a very classy swim in second. Thomas McGill, 4:36.02. He's dropped 4 seconds. And David Beck, he's dropped 4 seconds as well from this morning. So some really great swimming there.
Yeah, that's the great thing. When you get someone swimming that fast in lane 4, it's brought home David Beck and Thomas McGill to very, very good times in the 4:30s.
Bailey Conlon comes in 4:50.95. That's 11 seconds faster than this morning. Tate Pichon, 4:57.
There's Nathaniel Wood coming in, 5:30. About where he was this morning. Jonty Howland coming up to the 350-metre mark. He's got 50 metres to swim, and over there in lane 8 we have our visitor Alexei Ulupov from UWA in Australia. He's looking for a time of under 7:26. Well done to Thomas McGill, who got a New Zealand record for S19 under 16. So congratulations, Thomas, with his 4:36.02. Well done to Jonty Howland, 6:46. Just outside his entry time. And put your hands together for our men in the multi-class 400 freestyle. There we are, 7:19. That's a good improvement for Alexei. And we'll catch a word with our winner once the result hits the board.
Great to have 2 New Zealand records amongst that event there tonight. Daniel Smith, a classy swim, really good pacing all the way through, and he takes the gold in 4:21.08. Thomas McGill the silver, and David Beck the bronze.
Here with Daniel Smith, the winner of the 400 freestyle multi-class. Daniel, you're swimming so well. Congratulations. How does that one feel?
That one feels pretty great. I don't really know what the time was, but that on the blind side when it comes to seeing the board, but seeing green was happy. So
what I can tell you is you did a 4:21. So you did a 4:29 this morning, an 8-second improvement, incredible improvement. And you actually helped bring the two swimmers either side of you to really fast times, and one of them got a New Zealand under-16 record. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Daniel Smith, ladies and gentlemen, New Zealand champ for the 400 freestyle multi-class.
We now move to event 13, the 400 individual medley for women. First up, we will have the C final. In lane 0 from Aquablades, Emma Easton. In 1, Taylor Cox, Whanganui Swim Club. 2, Alicia Vanderhorst, St. Peter's Swimming. 3, Isabel Blackmore, St. Paul Swimming. 4, Ava Neems, Howick Pakaranga. 5, Rio Sasamoto, Enterprise Swim Team. 6, Sophia Neems, Howick Pakaranga. 7, Eliza Williams, North Shore Swimming. 8, Shyla Kennard, Aquablades. And 9, Ashley Lander, St. Paul Swimming Club.
It's Rio Sasamoto who leads the C final of the girls, the women's 400 metres individual medley, well out in front at the moment by a body length plus. She's looking good from the Enterprise team, clearly using her favoured stroke to her advantage.
That's a nice looking butterfly there, really nice, good hip drive, nice and smooth. Setting herself up. Lots can change in this 400 IM as we go through all 4 strokes. We saw it a lot this morning in terms of where the attacks came from, people utilising their strengths and managing their weaknesses, I like to call it, Scotty. But a good first 100 there by Rio.
Well, there's so many things to think about, isn't there, in the 400 IM? There is quite complex turns that they have to practice in training. They're quite different to some of the other ones, and you can often see a lot of disqualifications in younger swimmers doing these events, but using your favoured strokes, being strong in each stroke, but then on top of that, you've got the endurance element. We can all fall apart if you don't have the endurance behind you.
Yeah, the thing I like to see is just they've got to try and maintain their underwater standards, Scott. I think that's a big thing that we've learnt, probably from back in your era, watching the likes of Dean Kent and Liz Van Weerle around how they treated their skills in these 400 IMs. Got to maintain your underwater standards. You've got to be very disciplined to be a 400 IMer.
Yeah, when the lungs are gasping for air, it's trying to just get that extra few metres off the wall that makes all the difference. And looking over there at lane 9, doing it extremely well, that's Ashley Lander of St. Paul's. Still Rio Sasamoto leads, but as you said, Steve, these leads do tend to change into the breaststroke, which we'll see a few movements here.
Yeah, nice and smooth Rio on her first lap of the breaststroke. Keep an eye out on the outside there. Ashley Lander doing a good job as well.
Sasamoto holding her own here, doing a great job. Now, you do wonder whether this morning's heats were perhaps a little disappointing. Something might not have gone her way, but she certainly put it right tonight.
What did she have for lunch, Scott? That's always an important thing at these 5-day championships. What's those parents, team managers cooking up? A few pasta bakes, I'm sure, to replenish and return the engine to full as we head for our finals.
Perhaps a rev up from the coach, fixing some of those discrepancies they had this morning. And now coming through in lane 4, this is Sophia Neems of Howick Pakaranga. Sorry, no, that's Ava Neems, the two sisters in this event. Coming through to 100 metres to go. 3 or 4 body lengths back to Ava Neems. Still sitting in third for this C final is Ashley Lander from St Paul's, and her teammate in lane 3, that's Isabel Blackmore.
Ria Sasimoto, 3:55 through the 300 mark. Nice little freestyle swim as well. Ava Neems made her way through that breaststroke leg, a big change in the lead up, so see if she's got a little bit more energy through this freestyle, but there looks to be some aggression coming from the back markers.
Now Rio Sasimoto swam a 5:18.88 this morning. Be interesting to see just how many seconds she can take off that this evening.
Looks to be a fair few at this stage, Scotty, so a huge swim from her this evening. A bit of a fight for the third place position now as we look across the rest of the field. Coming up into third in lane 3, Isabel Blackmore.
25 metres left to swim for Rio Sasimoto. A 5:18.88 this morning, and she touches in a 5:08.19, taking 10 seconds off. What a fantastic swim. All started in that butterfly leg where she just took off from the start, trusted herself, and never really relinquished that lead. It remained about the same the whole way through. Second to the wall, Ava Neems.
There's the official results there of the C final as we move now to the 400 IM, the B final.
Lane 0, Violet Carter, Icebreaker Aquatics. 1, Jamie Fisher, Enterprise. 2, Kezia Bassini, North Shore. 3, Scout Carter, Icebreaker. 4, Maisie Prong, South Australia. 5, Alinta Dingwall, South Australia. 6, Charlotte McLaren, Trojans. 7, Ella Hanley, Tawa. 8, Tessa Scott, St Paul's. 9, Evelyn Lowe, Hawak Pakaranga.
Maisie Prong leading through the first 50, our visitor from South Australia. Motivated after us finding her phone this morning. She's back in action tonight. A good swim by the visitor this morning of 5:01.67. Alinta Dingwall from South Australia, 5:02 in lane 5, so should be a good little battle near the end of this race. Charlotte McLaren in lane 6. She won the gold medal for the 15-year-olds. So keep an eye on her as we go through that first 100. 107.54 for Maisie Prong.
Bit of a mental game this one too, isn't it, Steve, in terms of the lead changes and trusting yourself that you can make the gains back. You know, if your backstroke's a bit weak, you know you're going to fall back in the field a little bit more. But it's that balance, isn't it? How much energy do you give in that backstroke lead to maybe take away from that favoured breaststroke leg? And that's where that training comes in to transition, to go from one stroke to the next, change the muscle groups and really fire.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to, once again, I talked about it a little bit before, utilise your strength, fight through the weaknesses. Personally, myself, terrible backstroker. So for me, at a young age, doing 400 M's, butterfly of strength, so I used to try and have a crack there, hang on for dear life in the backstroke and then try and find a little bit of something through the breaststroke and freestyle. But as we can see here, Maisie Prong putting together a really solid performance through this backstroke 100 metres. So at 200 metres, she's at 2:19.19. She's got a good lead on her teammate in lane 5, Alita Dingwall, but a close time this morning within a 1 second of each other. So maybe Alinta's got a breaststroke lead coming up.
The two Australians lead this B final. The first of the Kiwis is Charlotte McLaren of Trojans. She's trying to hold on to Alinta Dingwall.
Charlotte with a 5:07 to win the 15-year-old gold medal this morning from the Trojans club. So she had a good breaststroke leg this morning. Looks to be backing it up here. Looks to be like lanes 5 and 6 and lane 2 are gaining on Maisie in the middle of the pool.
Yeah, Kezia Bassini having a good race here from North Shore. Got a good, nice, fast rating, making some serious gains on this field, Kezia Bassini.
Got to trust, have I got my pacing right? Have I gone out too hard? How are the legs feeling? Second 400 IM of the day for these young women. So how good was that second warm-up? How good was the recovery after the heat swim this morning? All comes together now. Got to have that little bit of belief in yourself as well as you head into that last 100.
Really impressive 100 metres breaststroke here from Kezia Bassini. She did a 5:08 this morning. She turns with 100 metres to go at 3:52. You'd have to hope that she can do faster than a 1:1600 freestyle 1:18.
Maisie Prong holding on to the lead. Kezia Bassini coming through now on Alina Dingwall, so some good performance here.
Yeah, you can see that, just see the pain on the face as they breathe towards us, Steve. This is when it gets tough. This is where they really got to grit their teeth, believe in what they've done in training, and just put that head down. And here comes Bassini into second place. Second of the Kiwis is now Charlotte McLaren, the 15-year-old, and Icebreakers Scout Carter in third.
Maisie Prong, she's held off the little attack that happened in the breaststroke. She's come back again to win this race in a 4:54.93. Some great improving times from this morning's swims by these young women.
Yeah, look at that, another 10-second improvement there, going under the 5 minutes, perhaps for the first time. And that would be a very magic thing to see on the board, of 4 in their 400 IMs. And we round out all of our B finalists. Well done to all of the women in that event.
There's those official results for the B final. Maisie Prong takes the win there with 4:54.93.
Introducing the A final of the women's 400 metres individual medley. Lane 0 from Tahiti, Deontil Vido. Lane 1 from Wharanui, Bridie Quayle. Lane 2 from United, Freya Hingston. 3 from North Shore, Olivia Bates. 4 from North Shore, Erica Fairweather. 5 from Hamilton Aquatics, Gina McCarthy. 6 from Neptune, Amelia Feiner. 7 from Pirates, Maya Adams. 8 from Phoenix Aquatics, Hope Wang. 9 from Pirates, Kate Hurley.
A good battle that's going to be coming here tonight. A little one this morning, but I think there was a little bit of tactics at play. Erica Fairweather in lane 4. Gina McCarthy, lane 5. Great to have Erica mixing up her events this week here at our national short course, and she's taken this one out a little bit stronger.
She is, and I must say, I don't think I've ever seen Erica swim butterfly, or not often, and this is looking really good. Look at her, already a body length out in front, such a talent. And as you said, Steve, and a record breaker at the younger age groups over the medley, and then transitioned into freestyle.
She holds the 13-year-old New Zealand age group record in this event at 4:55.18. So she bet that this morning at least, and that's good to see. She's faster than when she was 13. But leading this 400 AM right now with a 1:02.4. But look out for Georgina. As we know, in this backstroke leg, she always picks up another level.
Olivia Bates sitting in third. McCarthy in second. Pretty even for third at the moment, lane 6 and 7. That is Amelia Finer from Otago and Maya Adams from Pirates in Wellington.
Yeah, Georgina's already made a little bit of ground back, I think, through that first 50. So we'll see what sort of work the North Shore have been doing through their IM and how much Erica's been doing as well. But a good little turn there. Nice position in her backstroke, Erica, as well. Head nice and still. Nice shoulder roll as well as she goes through. It's 25 metres left of this backstroke.
About half that deficit's been made up by McCarthy, and she is also a very strong breaststroker, so perhaps we could see this even up a little bit more, but a good body length and a half for Erica Fairweather as she moves into the breaststroke.
2:12.56, Erica. 2 and a bit seconds ahead of Georgina. Let's see what happens here. If we look back to third position, Olivia Bates, the 17-year-old from the North Shore Club, holding on to that bronze medal right now, but some attacks coming from young Hope Wang out in lane 8.
Well, Gina McCarthy mentioned to me struggling with a little bit of sickness this week, so she's doing extremely well to try and pull through that, but Erica Fairweather doing a very good job to remain right out in front, now by a body length. Great to see Erica in this event, taking on these medley specialists.
Just watching here on the screen here. Nice little glide that Erica has, even for a freestyler in her breaststroke. What happens on this last turn? Great breath control, very strong pull out from Erica Fairweather there to maintain this lead.
Yeah, she really has done a fantastic job in the second 50 of this breaststroke. Maintaining that intensity as she comes through with the final 100 freestyle. You'd have to say incredibly hard to catch from here in the freestyle leg. A 3:34.28. She did a 41.07 on that last 50 breaststroke. In fact, 0.3 quicker than McCarthy.
Olivia Bates holding on to the third position, 3:45. She's cleared out 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field for that open bronze medal title. Erica Fairweather, 50 metres left to swim. The New Zealand record for female sits at 4:32. Held by Helena Gasson. 4:32.48. Not too sure she's going to go under the minute here for this 100 free, but you never know.
Erica Fairweather swims for home in this 400 metres individual medley for the women. A dominant performance here tonight for her. She's torn away to a half-length lead, and she comes through 4:35.14, a very, very good time. McCarthy will take the silver, and a battle is on for third now. Olivia Bates in lane 3. Lane 6 coming well. This is Amelia Finer. Amelia Finer's going to get there. Great finish for Amelia Finer. With a 30.16, the second fastest 50 of the field.
That was a great finish. She did that last night in that 800 free as well. She had a good swim, so backing that up again in the 400 IM. Great performances across the pool there in our women's 400 IM. And Scott will grab a quick word with Erica Fairweather on her performance here tonight. Here's those final results for Jen McCarthy, 442. Amelia Finer just coming home strong enough to take out Olivia Bates for that bronze medal.
What a swim, Erica. Congratulations. Very, very dominant 4:35. Talk us through the 4 different strokes and how you felt.
Yeah, IM's hard. It's kind of been a side quest for me at the moment. I'm really enjoying doing a bit of training that's different from freestyle. But yeah, it's nice to throw down a good time in a different race.
I think most people would be surprised to hear that you're the 13-year New Zealand age group record. I didn't know that. And it was great to see you doing some of the other strokes and not far off, 2.5 seconds off that New Zealand record. Do you reckon we might be able to see that knocked over?
I think it's definitely a little goal in the back of my mind. I mean, obviously it's not my focus, but would love to get there if possible.
Well, congratulations on your win. Nice work.
Thank you.
Lane 0, Caden Fuatamo, Parnell. Lane 1, Justin Wang, Porirua City Aquatics. 2, Yincheng Li, United. 3, Henry Wang, North Shore. 4, Oscar Dingwall, South Australia. 5, Nael Rue from Tahiti. 6, Sunny Liu, North Shore. 7, Max Cryer, St Paul's. 8, Jethro Yoon, Phoenix, and 9, Michael Yang, Phoenix. So great to see 2 14-year-olds in this field, both Henry Wang in 3 and Michael Yang in 9. And 3 visitors. 2 visitors.
When we look to the middle of the pool, the visitors, only 2 allowed in each final. So this morning, Oscar Dingwall, 4:26.8. And Niall Rue, 4:30.7. The next fastest after that, Henry Wang, 4:50. So we will see a bit of a difference through the C final. So great for our visitors to get another opportunity to race. But there will be a little bit of difference in the middle of the pool. But a good little battle that at least they get to race each other. At the moment, Oscar Dingwall with a little bit of a break ahead of Niall, leading the C final for the Kiwis here. Jethro Yoon out in lane 8. Oscar Dingwall holding the slight lead, the South Australian, the 16-year-old, 2:10.06. The Tahitian Niall Rue to 11.57. Leading the Kiwis in the C final now. Yen Ching Lee.
Great to see the Tahitians coming over. They was a big group, came over for the New Zealand age groups, starting to be a regular trip for them. And this is Niall Rue, who is swimming well in lane 5 and emerging out there in lane 8.
Jethro Yoon.
Jethro Yoon, the 16-year-old, really making use of this breaststroke leg.
Training out of the Northcote College pool. Scotty, something you remember well. So great to be able to utilise all of our facilities
Brings
here.
back some good and bad memories, that one, Steve. The old trot down from the changing rooms on those cold, wet winter mornings.
I'd like to say hopefully it's been a little bit updated from your era, Scott. That as Oscar Dingwall keeps leading through now into this last 100. 3:23.84, 4 seconds ahead of the Tahitian athlete Jethro Yoon, holding on to the 3rd position in lane 8.
$50 metres to go for our visitor, Oscar Dingwall. Breathing off to his right on every stroke, and that seems to be the way it is these days. Getting as much oxygen in as they possibly can with a breath every 2 strokes. And now breathing off to the other side. That's a great... takes a bit of skill and a bit of practice, that, just to breathe evenly on both sides. He lunges for the wall, Dingwall. 4:26.83.
0.01 of a second.
That's close.
Unfortunately slower than this morning, but a great swim again there by Oscar Dingwall. I think that was a personal best this morning. Jethro Yoon's come through there for the C final, 3rd position. 4:53 this morning.
Man, he's brought that down in a big way. 53, so some 11 seconds faster to Jethro Yoon. Well done to him.
Strong performance here by the South Australian. Very consistent from his morning swim. But great to see people utilising the C finals here at our short course nationals. Up next will be our B final.
B final of the men's 400 metres individual medley. Lane 0, Samuel Asiata, Pakaranga. 1, Vincent Downs Honey, Club 37. Declan Broadfoot and 2, Pirates. 3, Nico Solidi, Jazzy. 4, Callum Thomas, Swimming New South Wales. 5, Harrison Bedell, South Australia. 6, Aidan Taylor, Howard Pakaranga. 7 is Zach Pask, Liz Van Willie Aquatics. 8, William Callow, Aquagym. 9, Taka Sugiyama, Kiwi. Pretty even across the board as they head through the 75 metre mark of this first 100 butterfly. Nothing in it. the two visitors lead, with Nico Solidi, the first of the Kiwis.
Callum Thomas this morning 4:20.4, Harrison Bedell 4:24. So interesting to see where these guys come through in this B final. Some big improvements in the C final from heat to this evening. So we'll see if anyone else can do similar here, especially in the Kiwi ranks. Looks to be down here. Declan Broadfoot having a good swim so far from the Pirate swim team.
Beautiful backstroke leg by Callum Thomas. That head position just rock solid. Little bit of a bounce at the front end of the stroke, but he's holding his own against his compatriot Harrison Bedell in 5. About a body length clear now in lane 2. It is Declan Broadfoot, who has really performed well in the age group ranks at 15 years of age.
Great breaststroke pull out there from Callum Thomas to set up his breaststroke. But keep an eye. Harrison Bedell made a little gain already on this first lap of this breaststroke leg. Keep an eye on that underwater. Who's utilising that pull out the most? Looks like Harrison Bedell on that one.
Look at that recovery there of Harrison Bedell, just driving the body forward, and his almost up to, it won't be long before he catches Callum Thomas here. I think he will lead into the freestyle with how he's tracking in this breaststroke. Declan Broadfoot comfortably in first for the Kiwis in this B final, and Jazzy's Nico Solidi sitting second for the Kiwis.
Harrison Bedell takes over a little lead here. Probably wants a little gap before the freestyle, knowing that Callum Thomas came home very strong this morning. So Harrison Bedell 3:18.47. He's gained a second and a half through that last lap.
The two Aussies battling it out. A body length clear is Bedell at the moment. A fantastic breaststroke lead to get him in this position. Can he bring it home? Declan Broadfoot first to the Kiwis. He did a 4:37.22 this morning. Can he get under that this evening? Giving it everything.
Can Callum Thomas find a little bit of something, but looks like Harrison Bedell's lifted again for his final 50. Nice and long through his freestyle stroke. Great rhythm at the end of this 400 IM.
Harrison Bedell will win this B final with his Australian teammate coming in for second. Let's look at the time, 4:17.86. He's gone down 6 or 7 seconds from this morning's heat time. And the thumbs go up to the team over on poolside. Declan Broadfoot, 4:30.10, down from a 4:37. Got to be happy with that. Well done to all of our B finalists.
Strong performance at the start there from Callum Thomas, but Bedell from South Australia really brought it up another level in the breaststroke and then really maintained it in that freestyle leg. Here's the official results. 4:17.86 takes out the B final.
Introducing the A finalists of the men's 400 metres individual medley. Lane 0 from Kiwi, Liam Rees. Lane 1 from Raumati Swim Club, Hunter Lloyd. 2 from Wharanui Swim Club, Soren Wells. 3 from Swimming New South Wales, Oscar Kreutzberger. Lane 4 from Club 37, Lewis Clearbird. Lane 5 from Swimming New South Wales, Luke Higgs. Lane 6 from North Shore, Nemanja Markovic. 7 from Blenheim, Jack Love. 8 from Wharanui, Flynn Grace. Lane 9 from St Paul's, Alexander Copperton. New Zealand record holder Lewis Clearbird in lane 4, his fastest lifetime best 4:05.03. What sort of form will he be in tonight? He heads away quickly in this 50 butterfly. He's got the Australians either side of him, wanting to have a really big hit out, just like a lot of these swimmers have been talking about. This is a great championships for seeing where these swimmers are at. A peak meet for a lot of them.
He's taken this one out strong this morning. Looked a lot more relaxed, Lewis, so looks to be wanting to take it up a gear here this evening. Some great form in his butterfly at their recent World Champs, so let's see. What was he, 56.02 through that first 100.
And in lane 1 for the Kiwis, this is Hunter Lloyd of Raumati. He's got some good early speed. He turns together with the Aussie Oscar Kreutzberger. But look at, you can just see the class of Lewis Clearbird well out in front. No one anywhere near him. He'd be probably happy for us to say. Disappointing result for him at the World Championships there this year. Just missing out on that final, but a PB in that 200. He was on form, just couldn't quite pull it together to get into that final.
I think a little bit of interesting heat swim in terms of not everyone going out as hard as what they thought, so maybe just a slight mistake there, but as we've seen at our recent World Champs, you've got to learn from those ones, come back stronger, utilise that experience, and that's what Lewis will be wanting to do here, put down a great performance for himself, boost his belief, bring back his confidence. Recently been in Wellington, doing a little bit of a swim clinic with his sponsor, Rutherford and Bonds, and some Wellington kids, so great to see him giving back to the sport already, but seems to be lifting up here in this breaststroke league.
Nice swim out here by Jack Love. Jack Love, the 19-year-old, he's sitting second for the Kiwis at the moment. Hunter Lloyd drops back, but coming through quickly is North Shore's Nemanja Markovic. But Lewis Clearbird now training under Club 37. Mitch Nairn did the big move from Capital Swim Club a few years ago.
Watch his skills here on this underwater, maintaining his length, trusting the glide in that pull-out. Seems to try to get a little bit more aggressive here. Wants to pick up that little bit of rating as he heads into the freestyle 100 metre.
Well, they'd have to do a 56, Steve, to get the New Zealand record, but who knows? Here comes Lewis Clearbird in the final 100 metres. Let's bring him home, ladies and gentlemen. the fastest 400-metre individual medley swimmer here in this country. And a regular member of the New Zealand Swimming Olympic and Commonwealth Games teams. 50 metres to swim. A 29.04 for the first 50. He's not going to be far off. Let's see what he's going to pull out in this final 50.
In lane 5, Luke Higgs has taken over the second position from New South Wales. But here comes Lewis Clearbird on his final 10 metres left to swim.
Let's see what the clock says. In he comes to touch. 4:05.94, just outside his own New Zealand record. But what a performance by Lewis Clearbird. The Aussies come in. It is Luke Higgs that will take second to the wall. Oscar Kreutzberger takes third, and in comes Nemanja Markovic to take the silver for the Kiwis. Third will go to Hunter Lloyd.
That was a great performance here by Lewis tonight, out there on his own, having to put together all those skills again to be under the 4:06 within a second of his national record. Not too sure whether there's been a taper or not, so that's a great performance regardless, as I think he's heading to the World Cup Series, so that's a great start of a short course season. Great finish there by Lewis Clearbird. 4:05.94. And Hunter Lloyd just sneaking ahead of Jack Love there for that New Zealand bronze.
Here with Lewis Clearbird, national champion, 400 IM, just a fraction away from that lifetime best tonight. Lewis, how are you feeling about that one?
I'm actually pleasantly surprised, to be honest. You know, like, I've only been back in the water a couple of weeks and had no expectations today, you know, walking in. This morning was actually really tough, and Mitch was, you know, talking me through the race plan this afternoon, and he really wanted me to work that back in the breast, and I think I sort of was on, you know, target. I didn't realise I was going that fast, so look, I'm happy to walk away with that, and I feel like there's more in the tank somewhere, yeah.
Well, that's a great sign, isn't it, for things to come for the rest of the week, for the next few months. And in terms of training, what are some of the things you've been working on leading into this champs?
I think we found a really big gap in my turns. I think across the board in the whole New Zealand team, you know, all of our turns, we're getting sort of quite, you know, we're getting beaten across the board, so I think we've got a lot of work to do throughout New Zealand on the turns, and especially me, you know, I'm no exception to that. So, yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things for me.
I hope you're listening to that New Zealand turns. Let's get better turns. Well done, Lewis Clearbird, 400 IM national champion.
Well, we'll head now to a short break before we're back with a short wrap-up of the first half of the session and then into some medal presentations.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all, you must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Well, welcome back. Some great racing so far in the first half of this session, Steve. Just wrapping up a few of those top performances. Very competitive fields in the 100 freestyles, both women and men, but coming out on top, it was Chelsea Edwards in that 100 freestyle, showed her class in that final few metres where she put that head down for 7 metres of no breathing.
Yeah, we talked about it in our pre-race briefing that, it's about winning the race first, and that's what she's done. Not quite as fast as probably what she wanted with getting that New Zealand record last night. It's great that she got it, but she'll be, I think, a little bit disappointed, but still great to be the national champion in the 100 freestyle.
A whole different story when there's everyone in the same race, racing for the same title. And then in the men's event, as we said, 5 of them under 49 through the heats. But it was Cameron Gray that had to bide his time with a very, very fast start from Jasper Cornish. But it was that final 25. He emerged in front with 25 to go and just powered home.
Yeah, I think Cam's used to that little, in his normal long course and short course with the likes of Carter Swift normally going out there a little bit faster. Cam utilising his underwater skills, utilising that butterfly underwater kick that he has, which is so powerful to really come home. But great to see people getting out there and challenging for those faster times as well.
We then move to the 400 metres freestyle for the multi-class. Daniel Smith, again, very impressive, taking 8 seconds off his already blistering time from this morning, doing a 4:21, breaking the NZR S19. And as did Thomas McGill in the under-16 S19, also had a great swim.
Yeah, I think when you look at the way he swam it, great pacing, had a little bit of energy left to lift it up for the finish. So some really great performances across our multi-class athletes in that 400 freestyle, and a lot of faster times from their heats to final.
The 400 metres individual medley for the women, Erica Fairweather comfortably winning that by 7 seconds there. Even hinted at perhaps a goal is to get that New Zealand record at some point, but she's enjoying that variety of strokes.
Yeah, that was great to hear, and once again it was fun to watch. When you look back, and she's got that 13-year-old age group record of where she's been. It's sort of a bit of a coming back, as say, of focusing mainly just on these freestyle with all these key events. So it's good to see our senior experienced athletes having some fun and utilising our national short course champs.
And the men's event, 400 metres individual medley, Lewis Clarebert surprising himself, really, as he said to me just before, 4:05.94, with where he's at in the season, just under a second over his lifetime best. Very, very good performance.
Yeah, that's what we said during the race. Where is he at in his season? And as you can tell, he's obviously working pretty hard at the moment. He's wanting to make some gains, Commonwealth Games next year, so I'm sure that preparation looks to have already started. So that's great to see. A solid performance by our leading IM swimmer, and great to have him here racing against our younger athletes as well and being a part of our national championships.
Well, we'll be back after this break for the first of our medal presentations, followed by the second half of the program. Do stay with us. Welcome back. This is the 2025 New Zealand Short Course Swimming Championships live from the National Aquatic Centre. We move now to the first of the medal ceremonies. Presenting medals tonight is China Eastern Airlines Auckland General Manager, Mr. Brave Lee. Thank you, Mr. Lee, for the support of these championships and being here this evening. Also supported by Swimming New Zealand CEO Steve Johns. And we'll get underway now with the first of our medal presentations, event 11, the women's 100 metres freestyle. In third place is Ray Kwan, Club 37, 55.02. The silver medal for the Kiwis goes to Zoe Pedersen, Coast, 54.22. And there is Rebecca Meda, our visitor, 53.26. And the winner from North Shore Swimming Club, Chelsea Edwards, 53.20. Moving now to the men's 100 metres freestyle. Bronze medalist in 48.58 is Jasper Cornish, Coast. Apologies, this is... We'll come back to you with that result. Amber Proudfoot in third. Melissa Donoghue gets the silver, and it's Lily Fox-Mason that wins the gold, 4:51.03. Here we go. This is the 100 freestyle for the men. Jasper Cornish wins the bronze, 48.58. Silver medal goes to Jack Hendy, Club 37, 48.27. And winning the gold, Cameron Gray, 47.81 from United. Medals presented by China Eastern Airlines Auckland General Manager Mr. Brave Lee. Moving now to event 107, the men's 400 freestyle multi-class. Third place is David Beck, Club 37, 4:36.65. Silver, Thomas McGill in a under-16 S19 New Zealand record, 4:36.02 for Papamoa. And winning in a New Zealand record S19 from Pukekohe, Daniel Smith, 4:21.08. .400 metres individual medley for the women. Bronze medal goes to Amelia Finer, Neptune, 4:50.57. Silver is Georgina McCarthy from Hamilton Aquatics, 4:42.96. And winning the gold from North Shore, Erica Fairweather, 4:35.14. Moving to event 14, 400 IM for men. Bronze medalist goes to Hunter Lloyd from Raumati and our visitor Oscar Kreutzberger. Hunter Lloyd, 4:29.40 from Raumati, and Oscar Kreutzberger from Swimming New South Wales, 4:17.48. Silver medalists go to Nemanja Markovic, North Shore, 4:26 flat, and Luke Higgs, our visitor from New South Wales, 4:15.37. And the winner, gold medalist from Club 37, Lewis Clareburt, 4:05.94. A big thank you to our meet sponsor, China Eastern Airlines, and Auckland General Manager Mr. Brave Lee for presenting those medals. We'll be back after this break for the second half of the program, kicking off with the 50 metres butterfly. And we've got a special presentation for Mr. Ian Chen. He won event 14, the men's 400 metres individual medley multi-class. Well done, Ian, 4:58.93. New Zealand record, that swim as well for Ian. Congratulations. We move now to the C final of the women's 50 metres butterfly. And they'll make their way onto pool deck. The C final of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Nice start in lane 5. Ruby Saisom, Hitatonga Sun Devils. She'll lead them down the first 25. Looking for this great turn here. And this time again it's Saisom. Anya Moritz is not far away. Also pushing hard is Millie Bell of North Canterbury, the sprinter. And it will be Moritz that gets there. Lane 4, Xanthi Miller does well in 0 for second to the wall in the C final.
A good, solid race there by Naya as she came through, watching her nice breath control into the touch. Timed that one perfectly, so did Xanthi Miller in lane 0. Some good performances there. 28.78 for the winner of the C final. Next up is our B final.
B final, 50 metres butterfly, very flat across the field to start, starting to emerge now in lane 5. Riley McBride, Wharanui. No, it's lane 3, Mia Kane Townley. Emma Stewart, the visitor, comes out in front, charging down the Australian. Looking for the first of the Kiwis. I think it's another Australian in lane 6 it is, Ivy Miller. And Mia Kane Townley just sneaks in between them there for first of the Kiwis in that B final.
The visitor, Emma Stewart there, solid all the way through that 50. Great strong position and the perfect touch to finish. We'll wait for those official results to come through to see the rankings. Emma Stewart, 27.75, a little improvement from her morning swim. And Mia Kane Townley, 28.15, first of the Kiwis in that B final.
Introducing the A finalists of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0 from Hamilton Aquatics, Chloe Peters. Lane 1 from Neptune, Esme Patterson. 2 from Nelson South, Brooke Swan. 3 from North Shore, Rebecca Meda. Lane 4 from Coast, Zoe Pedersen. Lane 5 from Phoenix, Hazel Auerhand. Lane 6 from Waitakere, Brianna Crawford. Lane 7 from Coast, Milan Glintmeyer. Lane 8 from Coast, Savannah Eve Martin. And lane 9 from Swim Zone Racing, Madeline Wilson. World Junior Champion in lane 4, Zoe Pedersen. She broke the 18-year-old New Zealand record this morning, but a little bit of work to do. Rebecca Meda away very quickly off the start. Meda gets there to the halfway mark. Auerhand second, Crawford sitting in third at the moment. Pedersen's got some work to do. Meda, Auerhand. Auerhand's coming through to win this. What a swim for her. 25.81. First equal for Auerhand and Meda. Pedersen will get silver for the Kiwis. Brianna Crawford, third.
A great first 25 there by Hazel and Rebecca, and really nailed that underwater off the turn. So those leading girls on a great touch to come out with a first equal there. Those official results, 25.81 for both Rebecca Meda and Hazel Auerhand. Zoe Pedersen takes the New Zealand silver, and Brianna Crawford from Waitakere the New Zealand bronze.
Here with Hazel Auerhand, what a swim, 25.81, and a national championship win for you.
Yeah, I'm relatively pleased with that.
Just relatively, you look calm as a cucumber coming out. I could see the focus on your face as you came out behind the curtain. But you did the job tonight, you won the event.
Thanks, yeah, my earlier swim in the 100 free was quite disappointing, and just trying to switch the mindset and, you know, come back for this 50 fly and do a good job.
Well, I think let's put a big round of applause for Hazel Auerhand, ladies and gentlemen, national champion. All the best for the rest of the champs. And we'll catch a quick word with Rebecca Meda, who did exactly the same time, 25.81. You took off like an absolute rocket down that first 25. A great start from you. But it was Hazel first of the turn, but halfway down that first length, it was all you. You must have been pleased with that start.
I didn't really know where I was in the race. I think you hear the start go off and you just go from the get-go. I know one of my strengths is the start, so in a 50 fly I have to optimize it, and yeah, massive PB from you again, so I'm pretty stoked. Maybe Graham will let me sort of classify myself as a sprinter now, I'm not sure.
Great to have that versatility. Well done on your win tonight.
Thank you.
We move on to our next event, the women's 50 butterfly for the multi-class. Introducing our athletes in lane 0 from Aquagym, Mackenzie Drag. In lane 1 from Selwyn, Millie Long. In lane 2 from Pukekohe Swimming, Amy Van Aert. In 3 from Queensland, Summer Vincent. In 4 from Whanganui, Lily Fox-Mason. In lane 5 from Dennyberg, Emily Melanie. In lane 6 from Mitahiku, London Dillinger. 7 from Aquagym, Charlotte Murphy. And in lane 8 from Whanganui, Charlotte Rosen. Clean start here for our 50-metre butterfly. Emily Melanie from Dannyburg having a great start there. Then coming through, Lily Fox-Mason. And in lane 3, Summer Vincent, a visitor from Queensland. Lily Fox back in action after winning that 400 freestyle, and great to have Emily back in the water after her 400 freestyle as well. But Lily Fox-Mason comes into the touch, 32.84. Half a second faster than this morning. That's great to see. Emily Melanie, 36.67. Good improvement from her. Some really strong performances here in our 50-metre butterfly from our multi-class females tonight. Great job from our athletes. And a New Zealand record for Charlotte Murphy in the S6 classification. Charlotte Murphy from the Aquagym Swimming Club. Another New Zealand record. Well done, Charlotte. There's the official results. Lily Fox-Mason from Whanganui taking the gold medal.
Well done, Lily. We meet again, and just shows that when you get a good time at the first start of the meet, the confidence sort of flows into the next ones. 32, it was a green time on the board, faster than this morning. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I mean, like you said, it's putting me in a good place for the rest of the week and giving me a bit of confidence, so yeah.
That's awesome. Are you done for tonight? And what have we got tomorrow?
100 fly, which will be good, and 200 free.
And what's your goal time for the 100 fly tomorrow? Is that a secret?
We'll just try be as close as possible to that PB.
We'll be looking out for it. Well done, Lily Fox-Mason, 50 fly champion.
We move now to event 16, the 50 butterfly for the men. First up will be our C finalists. in the water with our C final. We'll look to see who utilises that 15-metre line. It looks to be in the centre of the pool. The Matamata swimmer, Lachlan O'Connor versus the capital athlete. But it is in lane 3, Daniel Kreting, recently returned from the Junior World Championships. Known more for his 200 butterfly, but here in the 50. Lachlan O'Connor takes that one out, 24.76.
Nice win there for Lockie O'Connor. Coming back from a bit of hiatus. And did some great underwater work there to clinch the C final. Well, what can he do this time? He went under the 50 in the 100. McAllister Clark in lane 4, full of confidence going to this 50 metres butterfly. Let's see what he can do. Ryan Peck leads them through, though, lane 2. Ethan McDonald in 7. Orlando Hardy in 1. First to third. Now into the final 25. B final 50 butterfly. Ryan Peck holds on for the win. 24.14. McAllister Clark gets second to the wall, and Brendan Visser showing his versatility in the 50 butterfly.
Yeah, a really solid performance there by Ryan. A few of these boys will be a bit gutted they missed out on that A final, so another opportunity in that B to throw it down, see where they're at. Some more key races to keep improving on, heads to finals. There's those results. Ryan Peck, 24.14.
Move now to introduce you to the A finalists of the men's 50 butterfly. Lane 0 from Kiwi, Neo Solomonson. Lane 1 from Coast, Sam Kenny. Lane 2 from Swimming New South Wales, Thomas Robinson. 3 from Vikings, Christopher Ilson. Lane 4 from Swimming New South Wales, Alex Quelch. Lane 5 from Club 37, Jack Hendy. Lane 6 from United, Cameron Gray. Lane 7 from North Shore, Henry Williams. Lane 8 from Coast, Jasper Cornish. Lane 9 from St Paul's, Neo Ehrlich. Well, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist in lane 6, Cameron Gray. We've got Alex Quelch in lane 4. Watch for his underwater work, winning the 100 backstroke convincingly last night. First to the wall was Quelch. Hendy second, Gray third. Watch for a fast 25 from Cameron Gray. Cameron Gray starting to hunt them down in the final 25. Qualsh gets there for the win. Hendy gets the gold for the Kiwis. Cameron Gray shut into second, and Christopher Elson the bronze. And Jack Hendy stoked with his effort there in the gold and the national championship title. Just holding out Cameron Gray by 5/100ths of a second.
Yeah, Cameron quite not getting that touch of the wall to go his way, but a great touch from Alex Squatch to break the 23-second barrier comfortably in 22.83. Chris Elson taking out that bronze medal for the Kiwis in 23.49.
Jack Hendy up here, you look pretty stoked at the finish there. First national title for you. Absolutely amazing swim, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. I've trained so long for a moment like this. You know, I can show people can come all the way from Division 2 all the way up to the National Open title. So, you know, I did it for all those kids in their Division 2 division, and I'm so proud, man. So.
You absolutely should be. What a swim. It was splash and dash the whole way through. You really had to get your head down in that final 5 metres. You had everyone coming to the wall at the same time, but you managed to do it. Well done, Jack.
That's it. Thank you. And thanks to everyone for coming out. Thanks to the competitors, and thanks to my coach, Sander, for making the trip over. Thank you.
Good on you, Jack Hendy, our Kiwi national champion. And we'll speak to Alex Qualsh now. Nice work, under the 23 seconds. You won the 100 last night and convincingly won the 50 tonight. Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? Are you happy with the time?
Yeah, I'm happy with the time. It's like a little bit better than my previous best, so glad to do that and just have to back it up with a relay now.
Absolutely. Hey, well done. I'll let you get down to the warm-down pool, and we'll see you in the pool shortly.
We move now to our next event, event 111, the male 50 butterfly multi-class. Introducing our athletes in lane 0 from Whananui, Luca Williams. In lane 1 from Roscoe, Ada Chunico. In 2 from Club 37, James Hayden. 3 from Club 37, David Beck. In lane 4 from Pukekohe Swimming Club, Daniel Smith. 5 from Pukekohe, Joe Watkins. Lane 6 from Ngātaitua Atararika Swimming, Preston Maxwell. Lane 7 from Swim Rotorua, Bailey Conlon. Lane 8 from Otaki Titans, Lucas Robbins. And also from the mighty Otaki Titans Swimming Club, lane 9, Rawiri Tristan Brown. Athletes into the water here for our 50 butterfly. Keep an eye on the middle. Daniel Smith, fresh from this 400 freestyle national record, but he's going to be pushed all the way here by his teammate Joel Watkins as well. Through in 12.33, Daniel Smith. David Beck in the 3rd position. Daniel Smith, his NZR is 26.39. He's gone 26.96, a good win from him. Joe Watkins in 2nd place, 28.66. And David Beck, 29.84. And a good battle on the outside there between Rawiri and Luka. Here's our official results in our multi-class final, 26.96. Daniel Smith takes that gold and his teammate Joel Watkins the silver, David Beckham third.
Here with Daniel Smith, congratulations on your second national title tonight. Well done. I wanted to touch on your training environment there, having Joel Watkins there in your squad. Who are some of the key training partners that you swim with to keep you honest and keep you driving hard in training?
Definitely Blake and all the more top guys, just so I can try and keep up with them as much as I can.
Yeah, Blake's been swimming really well this week. I'm sure he will. You'll be trying to cling on to his feet. That's awesome. So your night's finished now. No more relays for you.
Yeah, no relays for me.
Well, nice warm down and looking forward to tomorrow. What can we look for? What events have you got tomorrow?
100 fly and 50 breast.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to seeing you in action again tomorrow. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
We move now to a short break before we're back with our relays for this evening, the 4x100 medleys.
Welcome back to the 2025 New Zealand Short Course Swimming Championships. We have got through the individual events. We now move to the first of our relays. It is the 4x100 metre medley relay for the women, and there are 3 time finals. This is time final number 1.
Good little battle in the pool here now for the by 100 medley first time final. The Tawa B team and the St. Paul's B team just ahead of our Trident Swim Club A team into the butterfly leg. Ruby Conway from the Tawa Club in the water through this butterfly in lane 4. Samantha Alderton, and from Trident, Yu Yu Tang. Great for some of these swimmers to have an opportunity to swim for their clubs in the nighttime finals as well. Hopefully they've been watching the skills on display tonight as well. A good little battle coming through in this first time final. St. Paul's with the lead at the moment. Trident's popped up into second position and Tawa in third. This one is a tight race so far. We've swum 350 metres, are now side by side. 50 metres left to swim. Tawa's come back here with a slight lead. Yoran Shen from the Tawa Swimming Club B team trying to hold out Kaylee Smith and Annabelle Sear. Some great racing here in our first time final. The Tawa B team, St. Paul's B team just taking over from the Trident Swim Club A team. Good racing. We move now to the second of the time finals.
Second of three-time finals, 4x100 metre medley relay for the women. Lane 1, St. Paul's A, 2, Tawa A, 3 off the box, Australia. And that's in lane 4, there's another off the box team from Australia. 5, Whananui B, 6, Pirates A, 7, Neptune A, and 8 is Jazzy A.
Into the water for our second leg. The breaststroke looks to be Pirates holding a slight lead over the Whanganui B team. Then the two off the blocks teams battling it out for probably who does the dishes later on this evening. But it is the Pirates swim team making a little breakaway now. Kate Hurley from the Pirates team with a 1.1 second advantage. Utilising each of your team's strength to 4x100 medley. We're seeing some good performances. Sometimes the odd breaststroker misses out on those freestyle relays, so great to have their opportunity here in the medley. Kate Hurley doing a great job out there in lane 6. Here comes Olivia Vivian from Whanganui on this last 25. Pirates off the blocks A team, off the blocks B team, and Whanganui. Sadie Percy in the water for the Pirates. A team now holding on to this little lead. Maybe it has definitely increased it a little bit on this first 50. Who's got that little bit of extra stamina as you go through? Hopefully hasn't rushed that first 50. Everyone gets a little bit excited when it's for their teammates. Now it's about maintaining your stroke, maintaining your rhythm, keeping those hips high in the butterfly.
Leading is Pirates and Catherine Sonnerson lining up in lane 6. Try and bring this team home in this second of 3-time finals. The off-the-box team for Australia sitting in second. This is Lucinda McCoy. The two Australian teams sitting second and third. Coming quickly in lane 7, that's Neptune's Annalise Miller. And in lane 5, Whananui's Sophia Kivaleva. Starting to catch Pirates now, the Australian off-the-block swim team.
Has she done enough? The Pirates team. Yeah, they're coming home strong. 10 metres left to swim now in this second of our time finals. Looks to be the Pirates just hanging on. Gets the touch.
She does. That was a great finish. Really getting through for the team.
Always good to find a little bit extra for your teammates compared to the individual swims. So the Pirate swim team, their A team takes out that second time final. Just wait for those all-important official results and relays with all the changeovers happening. Hopefully every team comes away clean. As we let the second time final exit the area so we make space for the fastest final.
There's a good look at that final finish. Again, no breathing from about 7 metres out there. For Catherine Sonnerson, she did a great job Just waiting on that official result of the second of 3 time finals. Here it comes now, and GQ for lane 7, Jazzy, but a win for the Pirates. Just shutting out those 2 Australian A and B teams. Good job. And we now introduce you to the fastest of those 3 time finals. Lane 0, North Shore Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Coast Swimming Club C. Lane 2, South Australia A. Lane 3, Phoenix Aquatics A. Lane 4, North Shore Swimming Club A. Five, Coast Swimming Club A. 6, Coast Swimming Club B. 7, Hamilton Aquatics A. The Choo Choo Train. Lane 8, United Swimming Club A. And lane 9, Wharanui Swim Club A. The fastest 10 teams in this event, 4 by 100 metre medley relay. Beautiful start in lane 5 there. That's Amber George, the winner of the 100 metres backstroke. Let's see what she can do. Obviously an official time when she touches for the 100.
Yeah, Coast's plan here this evening, I'm sure, will be to get out nice and fast and break away from that North Shore team. Noting later on that they had Erica Fairweather and Chelsea Edwards finishing, also Monique Wierzowski, so Amber knows she needs to throw down here, give her team as much lead as she can.
Coast 1-2 at the moment. Amber George leads the way. A 58.2 she did in the 100 backstroke individual event last night. Let's see how quick she can go this evening. Savannah Eve Martin sitting in second. Third will be North Shore. Away goes 200 metre New Zealand record holders, Ailika Pratt-Smith.
And for North Shore, Monique Wierzowski. And for Coast, it's Helena Huttenmeyer.
Ailika Pratt-Smith charging ahead, trying to give her team the biggest possible advantage here. Monique Wierzowski in lane 4 for North Shore. Trying to capture some of that deficit. And Coast B over there in lane 6. That's Helena Huttenmeyer. Coming up alongside her is Georgina McCarthy, straight off the back of her 400 IM.
Milan Glenmeyer for Coast, about to dive into the pool. Make sure we get this touch right. She does. Milan Glenmeyer. Erica Fairweather into the water. Keep an eye on lane 3. Hazel Auerhand into the water.
Auerhand making some good progress here in her 100. Lane 3 sitting third equal at the moment. No fourth, but approaching third. Coastal leads by a comfortable margin. Erica Fairweather sitting in second for North Shore. Milan Glitmeyer in her record-breaking form this week.
Hazel Alwahan from Phoenix making her team up into the bronze medal position right now. She's chasing down Erica Fairweather now.
And into the finish, this is Zoe Pedersen. Chelsea Edwards, New Zealand record holder, coming in to finish off for North Shore. No one's going to take it away from Coast now. Zoe Pedersen well out in front. North Shore will take second. Third, most likely, is going to go to Phoenix, but a fast Holly McDonald over there. Holly McDonald for Hamilton Aquatics in lane 7. Chasing down Arissa Liu.
That great lead-off swim by Amber George really set it apart. Backed up by Zalika Pratt-Smith, Milan Glidmeyer. Coast will take this win easily now over the North Shore team. Obviously, for team points, North Shore cannot use Rebecca Meader in these events. So Coast takes it out 3:58.30. North Shore takes the silver. Looks to be Hamilton Aquatics have come through for the bronze. And Coast Swimming Club B pips Phoenix for 4th place. Strong performance there from that winning Coast team.
And interesting to see just how it landed there, with teams having multiple, some teams having multiple entries into this event, all hoping to get valuable points for the club competition. And it was Coast A who won it, North Shore, then Hamilton Aquatics. And there's the result. Moving now to the men's event, 4x100 metre medley relay. There are 3 time finals, and coming out behind the blocks now is time final 1. Lane 3, Tawa Swim Club A, 4 Aquagym A, and 5 Triton Swim Club A. Good battle going on here in the first of three-time finals. Tawa versus Aquatic. Starting to edge ahead now is Luke Thompson, as he leads in to change over to Thomas Cave. Brian Yarn is in for Tawa. Hamish Inwood for Triton. Some good vocal support here for the teams. Great to see teammates getting in behind their club. It's a great swim here for Thomas Cave.
Aquatic Swimming Club taking out that one, 14.65. Looks to me like these boys are enjoying racing some relays. Great to have them here on session 4, night 2 of our New Zealand Short Course Champs. As we wait for those official results, those boys can exit the water. They might need another whistle as we move now to our second of the time finals.
Second of the three-time finals, Pirate Swim Team A in 1, UWA West Coast Swimming in 2, Jansi Swim Club A in 3, Whananui Swim Club B in 4, Howick Pakaranga A in 5, Tahiti in 6, Hamilton Aquatics A in 7, St Paul Swimming Club A in 8.
Whananui B holding on to a slight lead over Hamilton Aquatics out there in lane 7. Orlando Hardy coming through strong though. In lane 6, the Tahiti team, as we head to the 200-metre mark. Desperate to hold on for their team. Looks to be Whananui in first.
Part of the furniture down there at Whananui. William Campbell Fantastic 200 butterfly all round, really carrying his team through here. The 30-year-old.
He's made a breakaway on the other athletes through this field. William Campbell. Popping into the scene now is the Jazzy Swim Club, creeping up on Tahiti and Hamilton, and also St. Paul's A in lane 8.
This is Luke Manderson for Whananui B. Convincing lead in the second time final. Jazzy Swim Club, Zachary Horton in lane 3. You've got Aidan Taylor, lane 5 from Pakaranga. And lane 6 there going well from Tahiti is Tuahei Tahoni. But no one's going to catch Luke Manderson for the win here at Whananui B. And we'll keep a record of that time at almost a length clear. 3:46.30.
Great battle for the second position. Looks to be the Jazzy Club has come through. The Cantabrians, 3:57.61 over Tahiti. 3:58.52. And that rounds out the second of our finals. We'll wait for those official results and make sure no DQs, but Whananui Swim Club B team, 3:46, a clear leader there. Putting a little bit of pressure on their A team coming up in the next time final. The official results as we get ready for our third of the time finals.
Introducing the third time final of the men's 4x100 metre medley relay. Lane 0, Ngātai Tuatea Atara Ikasumi. Lane 1, Swimming New South Wales. Lane 2, Coast Swimming Club A. Lane 3, South Australia A. 4, United Swimming Club. 5, Club 37. 6, North Shore Swimming Club A. 7, North Shore Swimming Club B. 8, Coast Swimming Club B. 9, Whananui Swim Club A. We'll expect a strong start in lane 1 by Swimming New South Wales. The winner of the 100 metre backstroke, 51.9 or 51.2 he did in the final with a PB. And look at this very talented Australian. Sitting in second at the moment is Jasper Cornish, who came second in that event.
And in lane number 4, Cameron Gray for the United Club. So a few guys doing some different events here through this medley relay to make up the best avenue for their team to get the best result. Keep an eye on Club 37. Lewis Kluber coming through in the breaststroke. Hunter Hughes for the Coast Club in lane 2, taking over from Jasper Cornish.
Look at this time from Alex Walsh, 51 flat. He goes even faster. Jasper Cornish 52.8, but a 51 flat. What a swim. And away they go. New South Wales. Coast A are coming in first place for the Kiwis.
Hunter Hughes there for the Coast Club. He'll be wanting to put down a strong performance for this 100. Set him up for the individual as well. He's chasing down Christopher Montana.
Hunter Hughes chasing down Christopher Montana. Sitting in second place for the Kiwis, looks like the North Shore Swimming Club A-team, that is Nicholas Cowan. Hunter Hughes just chipping away, nearly at the front. Away they go. It is Sam Kenny, just came out a very good 5th in the 50 fly, 24-1. Off he goes, training in Australia now. Coming back to represent his club. Look at that underwater work by Sam Kenny. Such a beautiful butterfly. Gets into first place. North Shore A sitting in second. Third at the moment, lane 5, Club 37. They've got Jack Hendy there. Jack Hendy, the 50 butterfly New Zealand champion.
On this last 25, Sam Kenny needs to get a good touch. He's got Igor Rozanov, who was up there in that 48 zone in the individual 100 freestyle. So a really good battle coming. He gets the touch. Igor Rozanov versus Thomas Robinson from New South Wales. I don't think anyone's going to catch him from those middle lanes.
Well, he went at 22.8 this morning in the heats to the feet, so he can get away quickly. Be great if they could beat the Aussies here. The Coast Swimming Club team is going to have to really work hard. Rozanov, and in lane 1, this is Thomas Robinson. Neck and neck with 25 to go. It's Club 37 in lane 5, second for the Kiwis. North Shore Swimming Club sitting in third. The battle on for the win overall. Igor Rozanov coming in for Coast. Just pipped at the wall, 0.1 of a second.
A great second 50 there by Thomas Robinson to take out with a time of 33.60 this 4x100 medley. Coast Swimming Club A, the gold medal for New Zealand, 33.76, and Club 37A, the silver. North Shore A, the bronze. That was a great race, a good Trans-Tasman battle there. The Rodney district of Auckland versus the New South Wales team. Some great battles across the pool there.
And there's that official result. Pool Club 37A DQ there. So that'll leave opportunity for North Shore Swimming Club. No, South Australia. No, who's going to be United's going to slip in there. 3 visitor teams. And we will now just take a quick break. And we'll be back for a quick wrap and then into the medals. Thanks for joining us. Do stay with us. Well, Steve, we started the second half with the 50 butterflies, the women's event. A solid swim by Hazel Auerhand. She's quite disappointed in that post-event interview. 25.80, but to win amongst a very talented field, I think she did a great job here.
Yeah, I guess coming in first equal, you get the gold, but you want to definitely get the outright win. So a few things for her to work on. I'm sure she'll be fired up now for her 100 butterfly coming through the week. But yeah, once again, a great race all round through there. Then on to the men's 50 butterfly. Some really good racing in that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It was Chris Hendy's day, Jack Hendy's day in the 50 butterfly. Quite emotional, I think he was, talking about coming from Div 2 all the way through to winning a national title. I think that's so cool. And Zoe Pedersen's done the same, Div 2 through. First national title, very, very special for Jack Hendy there. And Alex Kolsch getting the win for the Aussies there. I'd like to take a quick break from our, not to the ad break, but to thank our technical officials as they make their way from pool deck. Thank you, technical officials, for all of your time and attention. We then cruised into the relays, didn't we? And always good. Nice to have 3 packed relays there. And these teams really gunning for some points for their clubs.
Yeah, well, Coast Swim Club taking out both those medley relays for the New Zealanders, and obviously New South Wales team there just sneaking the overall gold there. But some really great performances, and once again, good to see the young guys earlier in the early time finals as well, getting an opportunity at night time to swim for their clubs. So really a great night here at the National Aquatic Centre.
We'll be back after this break for the second and final medal presentation for session 4. Well, welcome back. Presenting the medals is Nathan Thomas, Swimming New Zealand board member. Thank you, Nathan. We will kick off the medals with the women's 50 metres butterfly. Bronze goes to Brianna Crawford, 26.68, Waitakere Swimming Club. Silver goes to Zoe Pedersen, 26.39. Winning the New Zealand gold is Hazel Auerhand, 25.81. And first equal visitor gold goes to Rebecca Meda, 25.81. Now to the multi-class, 50 butterfly for women. Third goes to Amy Van Arndt from Pukekohe. She gets the bronze, along with Summer Vincent, our visitor from Australia. Silver goes to Emily Mullaney, Dannyburg, 36.67. And winning the gold, Lily Fox-Mason, Wharanui, 32.84. Moving to event 16, the men's 50 butterfly. Bronze goes to Christopher Ilson, Vikings, 23.49. Silver goes to Cameron Gray, 23.31. Winning the New Zealand gold is Jack Hendy, Club 37, 23.22. And winning the visitor gold, Alex Qualch, Swimming New South Wales, 22.83. Next, the 50 butterfly men's multi-class. Bronze goes to David Beck, 29.84 from Club 37. Silver, Joel Watkins, Pukekohe, 28.66. And winning the gold, Daniel Smith, Pukekohe, 26.96. Next up, the 4x100 metre medley relay for women. Bronze goes to Hamilton Aquatics, Pippa Mihaka, Gina McCarthy, Chloe Peters, Holly McDonald. Silver goes to North Shore Swimming Club A. Charlie Joyce, Monique Wirazowski, Erica Fairweather, Chelsea Edwards. And winning the gold, Coast Swimming Club A. Amber George, Zylika Pratt-Smith, Milan Glintmeyer, and Zoe Pedersen. The men's 4x100 metre medley relay ceremony. Bronze goes to North Shore Swimming Club. No, in fact, it goes to United Swimming Club. United Swimming Club A get the New Zealand bronze. Still probably drawing themselves out of the warm-down pool. We'll start with the silver medalists, which is North Shore Swimming Club, Samuel Potching, Nicholas Cowan, Jacob Humphreys, and Louis Clark. And winning the New Zealand gold is Coast Swimming Club. Jasper Cornish, Hara Hughes, Sam Kenny, and Igor Razanov. And the visitor gold, Swimming New South Wales, Alex Koch, Christopher Montana, Oscar Krutzenberger, and Thomas Robinson. And back to the bronze medal. The bronze medalists united. Cameron Gray flying the flag for United. That concludes the medal ceremonies for this evening. Thank you to Nathan Thomas, Swimming New Zealand board member, for presenting those medals. Looking ahead to tomorrow, another day of racing for session 5. We kick off with the 200 metres backstroke, both the females and the males, then into the 100 butterfly for the multi-class. Then we go to the splash and dash over the breaststroke, 50 metres, and then into the 400 metres for the women, followed by the 200 freestyle for the women multi-class, and then finishing with the same with the men after that. Thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the action tonight, and you can join us tomorrow from 8:25 a.m. here on the Swimming New Zealand YouTube channel. Good evening.